Hey friends, so now I'm with the Mitch.
That's correct.
Last week Larry told me you know all about coffee, right?
Yes.
And I think Sammy might even be a better server than Carly. Well, we don't know. She was here Friday. Anyway, what we're going to do, so I'm back at the Nomad, right? And I have featured you as one of the great coffee shops of the West. Mm-hmm. And the coffee that y'all made me last Friday, I think it was, proved that. Now, Sammy, what I'm asking is, I'm a chocoholic, all right? So can you get me the best mocha, large mocha, half sweet? Can you do that for me? And then, Sammy, what we're going to do is we're going to feature whatever art you do in that. Yeah, I'll just show it, because I know you're an artist, too. I love your tattoos, right? Okay, in the meantime, Mitch is going to teach us about coffee while you help me out.
Yeah.
And I hope I didn't interfere with some people were waiting.
No,
they're okay. Mitch, teach us about coffee. All right, I mean,
what do you want to know?
well, I understand there are two different types of beans.
Typically, sure. Let's see. I think what I would rather talk about, honestly, is
To tell me.
is stuff that a lot of people don't know.
Love it.
Where a coffee bean comes from.
Do it.
Does I think most people are confused and think it's a bean or
Right.
that it's something that maybe comes out of the ground. Coffee grows on trees. It has
No kidding.
red little cherry fruits, and the seed in the center of that fruit is a coffee bean.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's the seed of a cherry, essentially, is what a coffee bean is. You then take it and you remove that flesh fruit. There's a few different ways to do that. My personal favorite is a natural process. In a natural process, they essentially just like leave it out. They lay it out on sheets and just let it rot away. And let that fruit, the fleshy part of the fruit, just kind of naturally degrade. And what you're left with is a bean that does have these little kind of bits of pieces on it, and when you roast it, that stuff can really come through and add to the flavor of
Mitch,
the bean.
do you have any idea how many of us humanoids, I differentiate us humans from animals, because I think they're a lot smarter than we are, quite honestly. But anyway, that's a different story. How many of us have no idea about this?
I think it's one of the biggest misconceptions I see in coffee. From
But
working with the general public.
okay, this is fascinating. But I also understand there are two different major types.
Yeah.
And
do you know the names of them? I know Gusto is a big one. You're thinking the higher up.
Yeah, the higher,
Yeah,
and I forget the names of them. One starts with an A, because whenever...
Arabica.
Yeah, Arabica.
Is one.
Okay, and the other one. Okay,
sure
got
right
it.
now, that's it.
And so you can go to a store, and that store will have... They don't sell both kinds. They'll sell Arabica or whatever the other one is. Mm-hmm. That's my experience. Mm-hmm. All right. But it sounds like even at that higher level, the process is similar, right? This is the seed of a cherry, basically. That is nuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a cherry.
God. All right. Now, Mitch, well, Sammy's helping me out. Oh, Sammy. Look at that. Now, you know what I love about this? We have a painting at home that this reminds me of. This isn't perfectly symmetrical, the fern. But what I like is the arm wrapping around on the right side, kind of enveloping the whole fern, right?
Yeah.
That is something. Wow. Okay. So, all right. I'm going to thank you. You really did, Mitch, teach me a lot about coffee. Larry was right. You know your stuff. He doesn't. He knows the numbers. And Sammy, you and I'm going to just share something with you. In the craziness we've been through, I'm a doctor, all right? But what I realize is that it's the people in the world who listen and work with your hands and serve. You are the best healers. And I'm serious about that. What we doctors do, for the most part, not the surgeons, but primary care. I'm in geriatrics, palliative care, hospice, and all that. We spend a lot of our time just typing notes that are meaningless and defensive, and people don't read those. But what you do is take care of so many people coming through here just by listening, sharing stories, and serving us this wonderful stuff. So I thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Mitch, thanks.